child, it's your girl Cubana Kiss back with another episode. And today I have a very talented author with me, Miss Angelique Ambers. How are you, Angelique?
I am good. Hi, everyone.
Yes, y'all, she is gorgeous. Let's start there. But let's talk about this book you got coming out. So
Yes.
let's talk about it. Tell us what it is, who you are, and when we can expect it.
Absolutely. So I'm Angelique Ambers. I am a poet, also spoken word artist. I recently, just this previous past year, I started hosting open mics. I used to host Hot Sauce Poetry, was one of the open mics that I hosted, but the COVID came.
Shut us down, Chad.
Okay. And so I write a lot, but I did start going into the spoken word platform. But I've been writing for quite some time. I actually discovered my passion for writing when I was at Illinois State University. I took a creative writing class, and honestly, I hadn't really done much poetry, but it was a really great outlet for me. So I found so much freedom and healing in being able to express myself. And that's also how my book, Lessons Taught by Daddy, which is a collection of poems that I have, came about as well, because it was a moment for me to heal from past trauma and also past hurt that I was dealing with that I had never really confronted. Mm-hmm. And I didn't actually realize that it was affecting my life, because it was affecting my relationships, not even just romantically, but just all type of relationships. I was a people pleaser because I just always wanted to feel validated or loved by other people. So it was like I was bending and doing whatever I needed to do to be whatever they needed me to be.
Yeah, and unknowingly, right? Like usually you're like, when you look back and you're starting to heal and you're starting to grow, and you be like, why the hell was I doing that? Like, what was going on with me? Like, why didn't I notice this about myself until now? Yes. I could have saved myself so much heartache, so many headaches, like everything.
Exactly. And I realized how draining that was. Like now that I look back on it, I don't even know how I was able to do that, because it's so draining to just literally be like living your life to do things for other people. It's like, well, dang, when do you do something for yourself? So being a mom, that's also what inspired me to start moving forward with my dreams. My son, he's 5, and it's like once you become a mom, it's like your tolerance for stuff.
It changed.
Windows. Okay?
You be like, I'm sorry, sir.
Exactly.
That was cute. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yes.
So that also helped me get on the right path. So I'm thankful for my son. A lot of the times, everyone, you're your kid's caretaker, of course, and provider and all of those things and everything to them. But you really don't realize how much your kids help you grow and really become who you need to be. So
yes, that's factual
for me.
I recently, I think it was Sunday, was National Parents Day. And so you see like all little moms posting up, and I was just kind of like, when I posted my pictures of my son and like our little TikTok videos and stuff, and I just like writing a caption out, and in my head I was like, this boy helped me grow up so much more than I probably would have, in my opinion, had I not had him when I had him. I feel like God was like, you need somebody to, one, slow you down and put you on the right path, because you crazy. Like, you lost your damn man. So I feel like God knew exactly what I needed. And I swear, but my son is also 10. Well, not also, my son is 10. Mm-hmm. So I definitely understand that thought process of like, when you become mommy, it's like a flip. It was like a switch flipped in the hospital. It was like he came out and I was like, okay, look, y'all can get out. This is what's going to happen. Like, it was just so much.
Exactly. You just get into that mode. And so that really helped me too, as far as like pursuing my dreams, because I've always had that dream but it's like when I first had my son, I kind of put the dream on the back burner because I was like, okay, I need to like go get a job, make money and stuff. But then, he inspired me, because I'm like, you know what? I want him to be able to see me pursue my dreams, so that he knows like you really can do anything you want to do, and you can pursue your dreams with, writing books and stuff. People are like, okay, but in reality, it's
how
like,
you gonna make money?
Yeah, exactly. If that's your passion, you should follow it, because you never know what your purpose is. But if that's your talent and your passion, then that's connected to your purpose.
Yes,
So
I love
that's how I
it.
feel.
I love everything about this. So the name of the book is Lessons Taught by My Daddy.
Lessons Taught by Daddy. Yeah.
Lessons Taught by Daddy. I'm sorry. So how did we get to the title? Like, how did you be like, yep, that's it. That's what we're gonna name it.
So I really arrived to that title because the book really, like, initially when I started the book, it was more so about the lessons I learned in love through the absence of my father.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of like lessons taught by daddy. These are the things I learned because my father wasn't present in my life. And so these are kind of the roads I took in the journey of love and also discovering myself. But as I wrote the book further, it did become more of a journey towards forgiveness. I explore that a lot in the book. And then also self love. And for me, my first step in self love was forgiveness. Forgiveness of my father, for one, for not being there for me and maybe not, giving me the love that I felt that I needed or the, support that I felt that I needed. But then also forgiveness of myself for all the wrong turns I had made, along the way. So as far as the title, it really just comes from the fact that, this is kind of the journey I took through feeling abandoned and feeling like I wanted approval, and then realizing that, that approval comes from me. Until I feel good about myself, it doesn't matter how many people tell me, oh, you look great today, or, until you feel that yourself, it's kind of just falling on deaf ears.
And then sometimes, right, as women, especially Black women, I feel like that when we have these type of conversations, people don't realize that not having daddy around affects us just as if, someone who had their dad around. We may be affected differently, but nonetheless, we're affected. And how we exhibit love and how we accept love also, matters in that sense. Because I had an absentee father as well. So as I got older and I started falling in love and I started doing these things, I noticed that I would gravitate towards men who were slightly more controlling than I probably needed them to be. And in that instance, it's like, why the hell like you dating the same kind of guys and going to therapy and talking it out and writing it out helped me realize, like, girl, you trying to fill a void. You need to figure out what this void is so you can stop trying to fill it and just be happy. And so, like, that definitely makes a huge difference that I feel like we don't talk about it when it comes to women, right? I feel like they
don't. And that's such a good point because in my book, some of the poems that I have in there, it does discuss the relationship that I was in where, it was one of those controlling type of relationships that really were not, it wasn't healthy. But in my mind, I thought like, well, this person really cares because they always want my time. They always want to know, I'm thinking that just means he really cares. But in reality, that's like, that thin line between love and hate.
Okay.
Yeah, it gets scary. So.
Yeah, it definitely does. So let's talk about some of the poems in your book. Of course, I want to start with the one I love, that I, just told you I love, which was Ascending, which was, regarding self-love. And do you mind if I read it or you want to read it?
Oh, please.
Okay, so the name of it is Ascending. I remember when I was a coward, balled up, scared in the corner. Then something came over me. The spirit of courage, the spirit of strength, whatever the spirit, it was God. I no longer had to crouch down and hide. I bloomed. And I think I've read that poem so many times at this point because I feel like it's like a reminder, like, girl, you are a flower, you are steady growing, you are bigger than this. Yeah. Like, don't hide yourself. So is that what it was meant to be?
Absolutely. It was meant to be like, for me, for a lot of my life, like I said, I was a people pleaser. So it was more so of like everything people wanted me to be, I was, until I actually, and that's why I said whatever the spirit it was of God, because until I realized what God says about me and who I really am, I didn't have to seek validation from anyone else. And I really bloomed into my own person. And I didn't care who liked it or what other people thought about it. And also in that sense of it being the spirit of God being rooted in something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's another reason I was able to bloom. But it's just the simple fact of being able to really conquer everything despite, things that may happen, instead of, being afraid or cowering down, but really just standing up and saying, you know what, I can do this. And it's just a powerful feeling when you finally can feel, I don't know, confident in yourself, and also feel like you don't have to conform to other people's views or what other people want you to be.
Yes, I love it. That is definitely my favorite one. Um,
Yeah, I'm
but
glad
when
you
you're compiling these poems, you have to have a favorite. I know it's hard because you wrote them, but you have to have a favorite. So which one is like in that top for you?
um I don't know. That's really hard for me to choose. I like all of them.
Hmm.
Ascending would be one of them, but I also like Control, which I did send you Control as well.
Hmm.
I think I sent you that one,
You
but
did.
I think that one speaks to me a lot because for a long time I really was in that type of relationship where it was just like I allowed someone to really control every aspect of what I was doing because I thought like, that had to be love. And
Hmm.
um so that's one of my favorites as well. But it's really hard for me to say because I'm gonna tell you I love them all. They're all fantastic.
I love it. So, when you were writing this book, were you afraid of how, like, what were your fears?
Mm. I think my fears were just the vulnerability that I had to, really open myself up and be vulnerable to people's judgment
Yeah.
because, people know you or know of you, but they don't really know anything that you may have endured. So for me, that was a little bit difficult thinking because even though I've grown so much, I'm still very much like, oh, I hope you will be like, this girl is crazy. But so I mean, that was one thing. And then just also like even with my father, like I didn't know how he was going to react to the book.
Hmm.
Or, because we don't have like a close relationship or anything, but he has apologized and, try to make the relationship better
Hmm.
now. So I was like, oh, he might feel some type of way, but at the same time, and I hate to say it like this, but I really didn't care because I'm like, well, shoot, this is all the feelings he left me with. So
Okay,
hey,
because I'm grown now and I have a little boy,
yeah,
and I don't ever want him
exactly.
to feel the way I felt.
Hmm. Exactly. So it's like I can't tiptoe around his feelings because this is how I felt and this is what I was left carrying.
Yeah.
But overall, I think it was just mostly just that vulnerability, which I feel in a lot of my writing. Whenever I write about anything that I'm passionate about or things that have happened to me,
Hmm.
or trauma I've dealt with, it gives you a sense of vulnerability because people are getting that to know a side of you that most people don't know just on the surface.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I don't have a problem opening up. I think I have a problem of when I close all the way down, right? I'm like the complete opposite. Like I will shut down on somebody and stop talking, stop doing everything. Don't talk to me. I'm good. If people feel like, what is wrong with? No, I'm good. So I definitely understand that. Like you don't want people to think you're crazy, but then in the back of your head, you be like, shit, am I crazy? Like
Right. Am I?
what's? I definitely get it. So when can we expect the book, and where would we be able to get it?
Oh, so actually, the book right now is available on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a soft launch on Amazon, so it's available now. You can just put in lessons taught by Daddy. It should come up immediately,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's also going to be available on other platforms on August 14th of this year. It's going to be available at barnesandnoble.com. You can purchase it there as well as Apple eBooks. You can get it on your Kindle, things like that. But the main two places as far as purchasing would probably be Barnes and Noble or Amazon.
Amazon. Perfect. And if the listeners want to reach out to you and follow you in your journey, how can they do that?
Yes, absolutely. So they can actually find me on Instagram, which is, I mean, I love Twitter, but Instagram is better for, that. So you can follow me on Instagram at underscore Mona.Lisa. Again, that's underscore Mona.Lisa. That's my Instagram. And then also I do have a Facebook artist page as well, which is just Angelique Ambers, is my artist page. So you can definitely follow my artist page. I post uh, different poems. I, also post like motivational, inspirational things that I'm feeling at the time. But so either one of those are the best way to follow me, especially for updates as far as book information and just different details. I love to post different poems on my Instagram as well. So if you're into poetry, you would really enjoy that page, which is underscore Mona.
Yes. So if you are listening on all of the podcast platforms, I'll make sure that Miss Amber's information is down in the description box. And if you're watching this on YouTube, just click the little arrow below so you can follow her there. Stay tuned, y'all. I'll be right back.
Woo, child. It ain't nothing like a good online boutique. And I'm gonna give y'all a little secret. One of the best ones out there is the Lea Rose Boutique. Look, go to LeaRoseBoutique.com, child. I'm gonna tell you why. She got everything. She got shades, earrings, lip gloss, t-shirt, dresses, biker shorts. Baby, she got it all. Look, I'm the shade queen, honey. And sometimes I gotta switch out these prescription glasses and put on my shades so I can catch all the shade that might be thrown at me. And then I also make sure I wear my rose hip oil from Lea Rose Boutique. Has my lips feeling smooth, soft, and kissable, okay? Look, go ahead and check out this boutique. Baby, I promise you won't be disappointed. Make sure you tell them Cubana sent you. Mwah. Yo! Shout out to Angelique Ambers for coming through, dropping her gems, Lessons Taught by Daddy. Make sure y'all pick it up. Definitely catch it on Amazon. I got my copy. Do you got yours? Okay. Thank you for coming through, girl. Y'all already know what time it is. Yes, it's time for hot topics, honey. And look, it's a lot of them. So let's get to it. First and foremost, let's say congratulations to Christy Teigen and John Legend. Oh, what's this, like baby number 3 or 4? Congrats, honey. She's showing off this beautiful baby bump.
Look at this third baby shit. What? Oh my god.
Listen, if they can't do nothing else, they can love each other and they can have babies. And that's great. So, congratulations, okay? Keep popping them out for the rest of us who are just, chilling. Okay, so you all know earlier this year we lost Kobe Bryant and his beautiful daughter Gigi. And our prayers continue to be with the Bryant family as we support Vanessa and the other children that she has with him. But in good news, Kobe Bryant Day is officially set for August 24th in Orange County. I'm sure this will spread like wildfire as we all will always celebrate 8/24. I give my condolences always to her and just how strong she's being able to overcome the tragedy that hit her family. I cannot imagine losing the love of my life in such a tragic way. So 8/24 is gonna go down in Orange County. I'm here in Chicago, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna turn up like I'm in Orange County, okay? So happy Kobe Bryant Day on 8/24. All right. In other news with Brianna Taylor, we still do not have justice for Brianna Taylor. And though I've seen the memes of people, using trending topics and adjusting them to fit Brianna Taylor. For example, oh yeah, have y'all heard the new single Brianna Taylor's killer still have not been arrested? I think that's a very creative way to bring awareness to the situation. But at the end of the day, we still have not had any justice for her murder. And as of right now, the Attorney General, Daniel Cameron, is set to meet with the family of Brianna Taylor. And this is what they had to say.
Do expect charges to be filed sooner rather than later for those responsible for the death and the execution of Brianna Taylor. Like I said, it was intense, long meetings, but we thought it was productive. We pray that Mayor Fisher thought it was productive and that we can try to start healing this community.
What we've always called on is any officer involved in the murder of Brianna Taylor who is responsible, criminally responsible, be charged and presented to a jury and let the jury make the determination. So yes, we want any officer involved. It may be 2, it may be 4, it may be more. We don't know. But anyone who's responsible through this investigation, we want held accountable.
The mother is confident right now that justice will eventually be served. We are still sending our prayers over here from the Cubana Kiss LLC family. We want Brianna Taylor's murderers to be held accountable for what they did. Okay? So, you know, y'all, Brianna Taylor, her murder happened before George Floyd's murder, but we didn't hear about it until afterwards. And, you know, to me, it's just this whole black women thing as far as like us feeling protected and us feeling, just us feeling protected in general. If that's by our own people or if that's by police officers. And to be honest, we are not protected. We're not protected during childbirth. We're not protected, you know, in our own communities a lot of the times. And we're not protected by police officers. And this is sad. And that the country in itself sometimes does not cause an uproar when a black woman's life is lost to police officers, as we do when a black man is lost. So no lives should be lost to police officers, and I pray that we actually do get some type of justice for Brianna Taylor's murder. And baby, R. Kelly still in the news. Okay, he's still in the news. He's still in the news. R. Kelly, 3 of his associates have been arrested for attempting to bribe and threaten the alleged accusers. This is why women do not come forward when it comes to sexual assault, because of shit like this. We come and tell, y'all tell us we lying. Then when we tell y'all we ain't lying and we got proof, now we being threatened. Don't threaten me because your homeboy is a fucking pervert. You know what I'm saying? So like, I hope he rot in jail. And speaking of R. Kelly, he been trying to get out of jail, talking about some COVID, you know, he don't have no finances to pay child support, all of this stuff, but he still made $1.2 million with everything that's going on. So pretty much, Mr. Robert R. Kelly, we ain't trying to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just simple. Simple. Now, as y'all know, WAP came out. Listen, it's about, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Y'all don't have to like it. A lot of us love it. It just is what it is. But everybody has had something to say about this song, the message of the song. What is it doing for hip hop and women? First of all, I just want to tell all of y'all, shut the fuck up. That's all I gotta say. Because listen, fellas, y'all been out here rapping about your dicks, about fucking bitches, about, you know, putting hoes out once you done fucking them. Y'all been talking about all kinds of shit. Don't nobody ever say, what is this doing for the hip hop community? No one. No one is saying that to you. But Cardi and Meg come out like, hey, I want you to park that bitch up in this little garage. I was like, okay, sounds like fun. Now y'all going crazy. Don't nobody want to hear her talking about her pussy. Don't nobody want to hear about you taking your dick out and then titty fucking either. But we listen or we don't. If you don't like it, don't tune in. That's it. That's all. I'm pretty sure this song is going to hit the charts and go fucking berserk. Damn near broke the damn YouTube internet, okay? It was lit. Meg tore that song up, honey. I love her flow. Cardi, thank you for finally dropping another single, baby. We've been waiting on you. We know motherhood can take you back a little bit, but as long as you keep pushing forward, baby, we got you. So shout out to that college student and that wife and mother who came out repping and letting us know it's okay to talk about sex, bitches. So that's that. But speaking of WAP, everybody has something to say, including CeeLo Green. Now, I'm sorry, what was the last song CeeLo had out? I'll wait. And then you had like some sexual assault charges or some shit that you weren't fighting. Bro, shut the fuck up. Don't come up on here talking crazy. So CeeLo saying he's trying to clarify his original comments. His original comments was that pretty much the song was trash and then nobody trying to hear that shit. He definitely caused an uproar. He just definitely made comments about women who are currently in the music business right now. He labeled them as shameless and desperate. Okay? And, you know, I just feel like women of color, and I have to say women of color because as y'all know, my name is Cubana Kiss. I am Afro-Latino. It just is what it is. So women of color in general are always bashed about anything that we do, no matter what it is, good or bad. Okay? So if I'm too independent, that's an issue. But if I'm not independent enough, that's an issue. If I'm too sexual, that's an issue. If I don't fuck him enough, that's an issue. You guys have something to say about every single thing we do. And at this point, I feel like you just really don't like women. You just like fucking us. And if that's what it is, just say that shit then. But don't keep attacking us for everything that we do. These women, especially Megan and Cardi in general, because that's who we're talking about right now. Megan is a full-blown college student still breaking Billboard charts, finishing school. Her goal is to finish school. She is a college student. Smart as hell at that. So it's just like, how dare you, CeeLo? Then he tried to backtrack. He tried to backtrack and say, I support everyone who is a part of our community. Bro, shut the fuck up. Because you only backtrack because people start coming for that ass. Watch what you say, okay? That's all I gotta say about CeeLo. Mr. had a whole song come about some fuck you because you was mad at some bitch. Shut your ass up. Nobody got time for you. Nobody. Nobody got time. Okay? Now, let's talk about Nick Cannon. Now, everybody know Nick Cannon been in the news for a little minute. You know, he Viacom fired him fairly quickly for his what they say were anti-Semitic statements. I don't believe that was the case. I just think that the Jewish community owns a big portion of the television market, and so you really do need to watch what you say apparently, because they can get your ass fired. Now, Fam got a baby on the way. So Fam got a baby on the way with Brittany Bell. You know, I feel like we knew this already. This is their second child together. So no one knew who her unborn child father was until this past week, darling. And so it just was what it was. She posted this picture here, and the caption just said, Cannon Ball. We can read between the lines. That's Nick Cannon's baby. That nigga can have some babies. Everybody having babies out here. Quarantine got y'all popping them off. Okay. Now, it was stated that he was in a relationship with someone else. So, I don't know what's going on with that. I'm going to get the deets. Hopefully, I have them for y'all next episode so we can really know what's good. But congratulations to Brittany Bell and Nick Cannon on their second child together. Okay. So if you've been living under a rock, Zonique, if you do not know who Zonique is, that is T.I.'s daughter or Tiny's daughter, you know, whatever. They're a blended family. She has a baby on the way as well. And people try to go in on her saying that, you know, she just kind of following him on. Don't follow in the footsteps of a statistic. And, you know, you are you a single mom, another young mom, or some bullshit people are saying. And Zonique made a statement that pretty much said, just because you get married doesn't mean you're going to stay married. So, and she feels like having a baby with someone is a bigger commitment than marrying that person. And so Tiny had to come out and kind of like defend her because people attacked her for that. Of course, I feel like it was a lot of married folks or people who just, highly believe in marriage. They definitely attacked her for her views. I think I completely understand what she's saying in the sense of when you get married, there is a possibility that you will not stay married. We go into it praying and hoping and wishing that the marriage lasts forever, as that's what most of us want. We want that commitment to last forever. But let's be honest, at this day and age, in the year 2020, 52% of marriages end in divorce. That's more than half. So I understand her thought process in the sense of, if I have this baby and I know that this person is a good person, even though me and this person may not end up together for the rest of our lives, we can co-parent this child for the rest of our lives. And that commitment is greater to her than marriage. Why y'all mad? Why you mad at her? Leave her alone. She said what she said. I think that we live in an age where people assume that everybody has to think the same way you think. We don't all think the same way. And if we did, this shit would be boring as hell. So I respect her for saying what she said. She'd rather have a baby than get married. It is what it is. A lot of us feel that way. Okay? Baby. And let's give some credit to Sierra Wilson. Okay, because you got to put some respect on her name. So Sierra definitely gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. And she also during that time shot a video called COVID Style. It's out now, and baby, look at her. I wish my knees ain't even that good and I ain't pregnant. And you want me to get it, baby. Turn up. Okay, I just can't. 2 days before she gave birth, she was dropping down and getting the eagle on. Listen, she just reminding you that women can do all things. That's it. We can do everything. And let's go ahead and end it. Kamala Harris is Biden's VP pick. She will be on the ticket with him in November. Listen, I can't stress this enough. Get out and vote. We need change. We need stability. We need common sense back in the White House, all right? Kamala Harris will be the first woman of color to be on a major ticket as the VP. I give her all the props, the glory, goodness, girl. Go ahead and do what you're doing. Show them why we are great. I know a lot of us don't agree with her past, but keep this in mind. Your ass got a past too. And if we judge you on your past, half of your ass wouldn't even be here. So, that person without sin cast the first stone. So unless you ain't did shit wrong, shut the fuck up. People make mistakes in their careers. I've made mistakes in mine, and I will hope that that doesn't deter people from working with me because of my mistakes. I've grown from those mistakes. I understand those mistakes. And now I'm ready to make sure that those mistakes don't happen on a bigger platform. So congratulations, Kamala. Praying that we have sense enough to get out and vote and do what we gotta do. Yes. So look, if you're watching this on YouTube, you already know what to do. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit subscribe. Don't forget to tap that notification bell, baby, so you don't miss out on your favorite podcaster, okay? Always, you can follow me at Cubana Kiss on everything. Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, all the same. I'm Cubana Kiss, okay? And if you listen to this on your favorite podcast app, website, whatever, make sure you drop me a review, okay? Hit 5 stars if you fucking with me. Let your girl know. Until then, y'all, TTYL, mwah.